Poaching is a dangerous activity and women hardly get involved. All they did was wait for their men to return with game meat, which they would go and sell. Many were arrested selling this meat. However, with beekeeping, the women are heavily involved and now breadwinners in their homes.
When we go in for projects like water harvesting tank constructions, in the beekeeping, in the briquettes making, and also in soap making, women, we have 80% of those are women. So we can also have something to bring on table.
Despite heavy success, the group requests increased funding for their project. They also deal with the issue of pests that disturb their bees.
So we have the beehives, we have the honey, but the funds are still few. We also members, we can contribute, but the contributions are not all that enough. So we need more support. Because the funds are limited. But still, we also have another problem, another challenge of pests and diseases. Sometimes you can set your apiary. But at a certain level, when you go back to visit your apiary, you find that some of the beehives are not in your bee, some of the bees are not in your beehives. So there is that problem of the beetles within the beekeeping project.
They have a short-term solution for the beetles, but they hope National Forestry Authority finds them a lasting solution.
Cleaning the apiary, because we understand that these pests are always brought by when the apiary is not all that clean. But also we are using this ash, to spray around the apiaries. That is locally. We are making, that is the local way we are trying to get rid of that pests and diseases.
With the conservation and repopulation of the forest reserve, several challenges have come up, especially with the rising population of the chimpanzees and elephants. This has seen a rise in human-wildlife conflict.
Of course, as you increase conservation, you realize the animals multiply. So now we have had an issue with the conflicts with the animals now entering into the community, wildlife conflict, especially with the vermins here in Karinzo. And when you go towards the Mitoma district, we have the issues with elephants, which actually come from the park. When the animals enter into the communities, they do destruction of their crops. And of course, as NFA, among our policies, we have not had the policy of compensation.
Elephants pose a bigger threat to the community given their sheer size and numbers when they break into the community.
The elephants are more dangerous that in a way that now, if the elephant they have attacked, you need the intervention of the armed guards to be able to repel them. Now, unlike the vermin is here where the people can be able to guard their gardens, or they can repair the vermin to go away. But for the issue of the elephants, they are very dangerous, as you know, and therefore it requires the guards who are armed to be able to repair these elephants.
However, the collaboration with the communities around has seen the forest reserve benefit greatly, with tourism and income numbers going up over the last 3 years.
To engage the communities in domestic tourism, we actually engage them in our tourism activities here as we maintain these trails and even create new ones. There is visibility in terms of putting up posters in different locations. That one improved actually our revenue. It improved the number of visitors we receive annually. 3 years back before the project, the visitors here were in numbers of 1,000. Now, as compared to the 3,000 now.